going on?
This is my friend Ron Brooks, and I'm just reminding him of the story I want him to tell. He told me years ago about when he first took his mom for a flight up in an airplane.
Oh boy. Yeah, Mom was...
Well, first you wanted to take your dad up, right?
Yeah, I wanted to take my dad up, but my dad said, take your mom. I said, really? And so I took my mom up, and she... I just got my pilot's license the day before, I think. And I was 16, just turning 17. It was fall of, I don't know. And she watched me fly for a little while and didn't like what I was doing. And so she asked to take the controls. And I thought, She put me into a spin, and this is what happens when you exceed or go below the minimum airspeed for a 60-degree turn. And she stepped on the rudder, and away we went. And I was like, ah! Because I didn't. And she said, now calm down, look out the window, look out and figure out which way you're turning, and step on opposite rudder. Well, I did. And it came right out. It was like, oh, that's all you got to do? So
Yeah.
then you need to practice this and get it straight. Because this is a normal maneuver to her.
Your dad and her getting you up in the plane, and then she takes the controls. So you had no idea she'd ever flown a plane. And
I had no
it
idea
just,
she'd ever flown a
yeah,
plane.
shocked you. Then you find out that she was a flight instructor.
Yeah, in a very critical time in the United States.
Yeah.
And she was the methods I was using for navigation. Apparently, she did tell me where's the beam and all this other stuff, and then she emphasized I had to learn Morse code, and so I ended up becoming a ham radio operator. She took the controls and did a couple of S-turn figure eights and full stall at the top of the S-turn at the high point in the S-turn, so she'd dive down, come up, and then hit the wake of at the bottom where she did another S-turn, figure eight, and it's going, wow.
Yeah, previous to this,
That's
you
great.
had no idea how much your mom knew about flying.
She flew she was a whack or wave, I guess, I'm not sure. I never learned. But she was in the Navy in Perth, Australia, and she was a checkout pilot or checkout instructor before these guys went back out to carriers in Australia. And I thought, wow, I had no idea. My dad told me that. And then a minister from Fairbanks, Glenn Wilcox, repeated it to me. And I thought, didn't you know who your mother was? I was like, no, I had no idea. And Randy Acord checked it and came back and said, man, your mother, she was a good pilot. I had no idea. And I was taking flight instruction. My mother was but she was never certified by FAA. She never said a word about it afterward. She never said a word. I had no idea. I didn't even know that they had women instructors in the U.S. Navy.